All right, looks like this is recording. Haven't done these in a long time. I might even get back to doing some of my live trades. I don't know, but it's a weekly recap. It's really for myself. Tom does them as well. I really enjoy his, so I thought, you know what, it's a good way for me to start documenting mine and my trades this week. So I'm just going to go through the day to day and kind of show you what I was thinking and what I traded for each day. On Monday the 13th, I had two trades. Going into the day, my first one I want to talk about is CMND. It was a hot chick pre-market. As you can see, I have here on the chart, this is a 6-day or 5-day chart, 5-minute. And you can see the big run up. Back here, this is the end of Friday. It ran up from 3.3 all the way up to $5. You kind of take a pre-market line right here. See if I can get it correctly. 504, and then it tanked down through a pretty good, I'd call that a good death candle, although it is pre-market. And then it bounced up. I didn't take the bounce. I kind of let it go. And I really thought it was over until it just at the open skyrocketed up. And when I saw that, I said, well, I'm going to take some and try this. And I first started here because it was about halfway. You can see from the top here, let's say 5.10, right? Down here is $4, right around $4, right? I guess we can draw a little line right there. That's where that big run up was. I said, okay, what's halfway? A death candle down, halfway is about 450. I started shorting right about here. And my plan was this, is I broke it up into two trades. I wanted to go all the way up to 5 is where I wanted to go, but I thought maybe it won't get there. I put some on right in this area here, and I'll show you my chart in a second. And then let me widen this now. You can see the weekly. Okay, boom. I started putting on some shares right here and then stopped out, okay, right away, right about in this 475 area was going to be my line. And then I paused and waited. And then I hit it pretty hard here at the top at the $5. I figured it's a whole dollar. It's the high of the day pre-market. I will give it from $5 to 5.21. So my hard stop would have been 5.21, right about up in this level here. I put shares on and it hit, and I just watched it pretty much go down. I covered some right here at this point here. There was a pretty good line right here at right around 425 area. And then I just kind of let it go for the rest of the day. I'd making all the money back that I had lost right here. I'd covered my fees, and I put the rest on of just, I'm getting out of here. It's 11 o'clock. I put an OCO order on, which had a stop out still at 521. And I just had covers out throughout the day. And if you look here, boom, here's my chart. And there's my cover. Okay. I just let it go. Now, I didn't get much of a fade or anything. It actually looks like it didn't get anything. But, it didn't work, but I still paid myself pretty well and got a good, almost $1 per share. That's not a bad day. Then the next trade I had, let me get rid of this thing. Boop. Oh, did I make it big? I'm sorry. It's going to take me a few to get back used to all this stuff. Let me get rid of, oh my goodness. Okay, the next trade. Oh, this was a quick nail and bail. Let me pull up the big chart on it. Now, this was the day the banks were running as well, and was on the thing. Yeah, the watch list for Monday said, let me put it up. Boom. FRC. Boom. Okay, so FRC. These were all getting crushed, right? They were just getting murdered from way up top. Here's where we are on Monday. Here, I'll widen this out. It tanked down at the open. Actually, that was even pre-market. Let me make sure I have the right time. Oops. See, this is where I need to, I'm just not quite back at it yet on getting everything down. Hold on. Oops, Come on, Dave. Remove drawing. Hold on, let me come up here. It'll take me a while to get back in the use of things. Triangle, boom. Okay. Okay, so here's Monday. Pre-markets right here. Yeah, okay. So the 6K, I forgot about that. Here we go. We'll widen this out. So before I do this, you can see the big tank. I mean, it's way up here. It's tanking down. And then Monday morning in pre-market, right, had all that news. It just got walloped again. Well, right around 7 o'clock or 7 a.m., it started moving up. And I took a quick scalp long. It wasn't a great trade. I did make a little money. It looks pretty ugly, to be honest. I'll show you my chart. I was just trying things. I took it right at VWAP right here. I said it's going to go through. I covered some out, and then I even tried to short afterwards, and it just didn't work out. And then I longed again, and then I shorted again. It's a mess. This is a trade. We were talking about it the whole day too. Don't take this trade. Let them alone. Let them alone. I took a little long, then took a little short, then took a little long, and then I shorted some and did okay. And then I did the same thing later at reversal time, right towards the close of the power hour. I tried to go long again, and I'll show you the chart. I tried to go long again about out, right out about in here, was it? Yeah, and I took a little tiny scalp right here and got out. It was a profitable trade, but it was silly. I'm not great at longing. I'm kind of practicing, and I went long and short, but it was really right after that dip. Boom. There's no lines really to draw. I thought this was the bottom. When it hit to here, I said, okay, it's going to go. I shorted. It came back down. This is the one I hit. Boom. I hit this up, shorted back down, and it was pretty much it for the day on this. Shouldn't have been in it. Risky trade, but you can see we all get FOMO, and we all do silly things as well. Here's my chart. FRC. You can see my longs. I had put too much on. Boom, got it on, covered. I mean, it's just a mess. And the short down. And then right here's a long cover. I mean, there might be, it's so tiny in here. It was probably $2. I got on it, which is good, but I think I was using like 100 shares too. I was just messing around. The FOMO got the best of me as well. So the next trade, let's look. Okay, the next thing we have up on is the next day. So we have Tuesday, and there's low-hanging fruit I took from Tom's list, EUDA. Boom. Okay, and now we're on Tuesday, so I can change my chart now to, let's just do a 5-day, 5-minute, and we're Tuesdays right here. So we're basically looking at that. Where it's going. This isn't working out right. Okay. So we had our list, we had our spot. It was supposed to be, our lines were 3.2. So, here's a line here. Let's see. So 3.2. I think it was the 3.4 was on Tom's list for Tuesday. 3.2. Well, 3.1 to 3. I'm sorry. 3. Yeah. Okay. So we see our lines for this day here, right? There's pre-market. There's the day. So it opened in the morning. It hit my fantasy here. Hit my fantasy here. I kept it going, and this wick right here stopped me out, which I'm okay with. Okay. Did I have my stop too tight? I don't think so. It's low-hanging fruit. I don't like them to go that far anyways. There's a lot of action coming into there. Did it work? Well, yeah, it did tank down, but really I wouldn't have made any money, until noon if I would have held it all day. And I'm not going to hold a low-hanging fruit all day. If it doesn't hit or work immediately, I try to get out. Here's my chart on it, and you can see that wick up that got me, and I never went back. I never looked back. I was getting close to 10:30 anyways. This right here could have gone to the moon, and I would have been screwed big time. So that was the USD. That was my first trade. The next trade, boom. Next trade, CIFR. Let me take a look at CIFR. Okay, CIFR. So you see we got a top here. It was on Tuesday. Okay, so this was a hot chick in the morning. You can see, I mean, it goes, right? Let's look at the yearly. So you see there should be a line right here, right? Do I still have the line up? Yep. That's where it hit that day, right? Boom. 350, go figure, $50 mark. Let's look at the yearly chart. What I usually do is on these, if they're up on my screens, I will also look at the 15-day. I don't have it on here. I have a 10-day and a 20-day. We'll look at the 20-day. So nothing there, right? And I'll even look at then the 1 year. I want to see what type of history it has. But look here. Okay, it does have a history of, after this big downfall, popping to that around that 250 mark and dumping. So I knew that going in, and what my plan was on this was I was going to take a shot at it. Whoops. Boom, boom, boom. I came back. I said, okay, I'm going to do the $50 on this. I'm going to hit it pretty hard. I'm going to keep a tight stop. So I'm going to do 250 once it witched right here and came down. I took 250 on, and I had a 271 stop. And I just let this one ride. I did cover some right about in here, okay, at 215. I covered then a little bit more at just at 2, and then I let the rest kind of go on the way down. It was a pretty good trade, worked out. And what I do on these, again, here's 1030, right? I covered out. I covered out. I have a piece left on. I put an OCO order out. I have a stop that's not going to lose me any money, so it's break even or a little better, and I let the rest go with a cover for the end of the day. I come back at the end of the day if it hasn't covered out, because I think my stop was down around 1.5, or my cover was way down here. It never hit, so I came back before 4, closed this out. It was a nice little trade for the day. CIFR. That was it. It was 2 trades on Tuesday. It was a pretty good day on Tuesday. So the next trade I had was Wednesday, which was another decent day. Let me look at the watch list over here, see what comes up. And this is another one. Now let me have some water. This was another one. Looks like it was a bit of a hot chick as well. Really, it was a second day, but didn't put it in. GNC. I've traded this ticker before. Not one of my favorites. Tuesday. So here's Wednesday, right? It goes up, kind of the hot chick of the day. My plan here was, this is my 7 a.m. one. So what I have here is the 7 a.m. pop rule. It pops up right at 7 a.m. I short right here. And then hopefully it drops right back down. It didn't. This is a real quick trade for me. It did not. I covered. When it started going sideways here, I covered. I don't like this build up here. That was leading me to believe that it was going to go at the open. It could go down, but this isn't for me. I want the pop, and I want it to drop right away. Pretty simple trade. I don't even know if it looks like it made 10 cents or something, but it really wasn't the plan. Right here, 7 a.m., little pop, boom. Got out, by 7:45. It was going sideways. Didn't like it. So that was my first trade on Wednesday. And then, I think this is my big one for the day. It wasn't really a big one, but it did okay. Let's go back to okay, so here we are again, Wednesday. Big run up. So this was kind of the hot chick pre-market as well. THMO, I think everyone was talking about a hot chick. Yeah, that's what Alex said as well. They were saying. So I look at these again. I go back to, okay, what has it done in the past? Where's it going? So I open it up. Okay, the 5 days here. Let's look at then the 15. Because I see this in the pre-marker, right? It goes all the way up to here. You can say about 520. I mean, you can say 520. I mean, it really did it go to 6? No. I kind of like it right in there, though. So you have a 520 mark. Let's look at the yearly on this, or the 20-day. Not much, right? So this is a big pump. 1 year. Now look at the 1 year. Okay, there is some action in this area. You know, it could go to 650 is a pretty good number, and then it jumps up, and you really want to be out and be careful. But I'm in it. It's a hot chick. I'm thinking, okay, what am I going to do? Am I going to trade this or not? Right at the open, it kind of got this big tank. Whoops, where am I? Wednesday. Whoop, right here. Okay, so right at the open, we got these candles down. And I thought, you know what? This is done. Okay, there's some pretty good stuff. I wouldn't call it a death candle. On the 3 minute, it might be on the 1 minute, you know, it probably is. But wasn't really what I wanted to see. Wasn't fast enough, but it did come down, low volume. It popped up a little bit. I said, you know what? I'm going to take a shot at this. I put some shares on right here. This thing didn't. I even had a stop out here. So I was in at was it 480 or 4? Let me look at it. 4.6. So I got in right about the 550. So I went 550 and 460 right in here, and I had to stop then at 470 was where my stop was. It didn't hit. This blew through it and right down. And I said, okay, that's pretty good. Let it go. And I just let this one go the whole day. It didn't drop down as well. I kind of fought it all day. Came back at 4 o'clock again, closed out. You know, I made 50 cents, 60 cents on it. But, you know, I stuck to my process. I stuck to what I wanted. And that's, you know, that's why I got to be happy with that. Let me show you right here. Got in. Boom. Got out way out here. I had my first cover, I think, was at $3. I really thought it was going to go to 3, and then actually I thought it would go red at the end of the day. Never happened. I still don't think it went down. So there we go. That's THMO. So not bad, Dave. I like that. Good job, buddy. All right, my next ticker for the day. Now we're on Thursday. I had 3 trades Thursday. Now Thursday is a little different. So Thursday I took a max loss. And the reason I took a max loss, hold on, LIPO. Boom. The reason I took a max loss is I had some swing trades I've been trying to practicing on. And I forgot them. I had them in this count. I had 3 of them. Low shares, but they were all red. And they all added up to an amount that got me kind of close to my max stop loss. I didn't consider them in my max stop loss. So I'm sitting here, and actually I shouldn't do this trade first. Let me do the other 2 first. So I already had this loss accumulating on the day. You're such an idiot. And I didn't realize that. And so right off the bat, I tried, and this is not, I shouldn't have been in this trade, but I wanted to try it. I like the way it's set up pre-market. It's PCT. It is a large cap. It is not my niche. But to me, I mean, if you look at this chart, it looked dead. I mean, it looked like it was going down, and I saw this pop up. I said, it's going to slam into VWAP and go straight down. That was my plan on this. So I'm sitting here, and let me take this smaller, right? I'm sitting here. It goes all the way down. It pops. I put some shares on right at the 5.8 area, right in here all the way up to 6, and it starts moving, and I said, whoops, I don't want to put that on. Okay. It starts, escape. There we go. It starts moving, and I have a very tight sell. I'm at 5.8. I have my stop loss before even 6. I mean, I want this to go straight down from here because that's what I thought it would do. So I have my stop super tight. Well, I messed up on the stop. Is I left 1,000 shares still on. It kept going, and I didn't realize it, and it kept going to about where they hit me out 6:15. So I took an unnecessary. It went to right here. I took an unnecessary loss. First mechanical. Okay, so I have that going on right off the bat. Let me show you the chart. It's just silly. This was just a silly day. Stupid mistakes. You see, I loaded up right here at 5.8. It's going to go down, but I had a really, really tight stop. Boom. I forgot about 1,000 shares. So 5.8, 5.75 averaged to what? 6.15. Okay. You can do it, right? That's what, 40 cents? 24. So $400 right off the bat. Boom, gone. Well, that plus a little loss I had here. Okay. So that 1,000 shares is like, oh, Dave, come on, darn it. Well, I said, you'll make it back. No worries. You have a good trade on. And then my next trade was this. I'm sorry. At least I can laugh about it. It was a great learning experience. I shouldn't have my swing trades in here. So then we had a low-hanging fruit today. This on Thursday. Let me make sure I'm saying this correctly. Yep, TMH, low-hanging fruit. Oh, not low-hanging fruit anymore. It's multi-day runner, avoid no edge. Well, Dave didn't get that message. I must have been in pre-market. Hold on. No, right at the open. Well, I got in a little too quick. I had my lines at 5. Oh, we saw a line on here. Remove drawings. So I had a line at 5. And here's the other thing, guys, right? Yeah, we should always follow the watch list. I try to always do, but you also have to remember yourself as well, especially as you've been doing this longer and get more consistent. Sometimes you have to believe in yourself as well. And I'll show you that for Friday. And I think that's the day is even Alex, he talked me out of a trade that I was in just by his comments. And you have to still sometimes stick by your process. Now, I'm not saying this for everyone, guys. The watch lists work 90% of the time, right? But sometimes you also have to believe in yourself. So I had a line here at 5 on THMO. And I'm trying to see. Oh, that's okay. I couldn't find where I got out, and I thought it would reject from there. I got some on. It's the whole number, right? This big death candle down. Boom. What should it do? It should go down. It didn't. I had a really tight. Again, I had a really tight stop on this one. Okay, so right here, as you see, right before 10 o'clock. It's about 5:10. I knew I was going to keep it tight. I got out and I covered, so I had another loss, right? And I'm thinking, okay, I don't care because those trades, I'm going to make it back on my last trade of the day, which was LIPO. Boom. Okay, LIPO on Thursday was a big run up, hot chick as well. And I liked where it went and went right up to the $3 mark, right? And busted down. I said, okay, this is going to be a good one. I took some pre-market after the, right after this second one up. I took some in here, covered out before the open, right down into here for a nice little, what was it, is that 240, 250? No, right down in here. Well, no, this is not showing up on there. Hold on. Oops. You see there's no volume on this thing. Let's do this. It ramps up $3. I missed that. Oh, that's a 2-minute. That's why. I'm sorry. So at 8:40, I short this pop right here. And then I get out right about down here for a nice little thing. So I'm up on it. I'm feeling good. And then I wait for the open to occur. I like the way it's going sideways. Okay, I said, you know what? I'm going to go in this, and I'm going to short right at the 2.6 to 2.7 mark, which was right in here, 2.6, 2.7. I got in, and I said, I'm just going to let this go. And I'm going to let this fade out. Now, it really didn't, hindsight didn't fade out for the day, but I still would have made some, would have made 30 cents, right? I thought this was toast and done. Everyone was looking at other things that day. People had kind of switched gears. There was a different hot chick. Well, my issue comes into the automatic stop as the broker loss limit. Is in the middle of this trade at 10 a.m. right here and right here, I hit my stop loss, and it closed me out of all my shorts. Took me out, and I'm sitting there going, "What just happened?" Had no idea. I didn't even think I was close to it, but I was. Automatic stop. My account's closed. I can't trade anymore. Was I a little bummed? Yeah, but you know what? It saved me. I was emotional. I made bad mistakes on the day. I got to get done and just walk away and enjoy the rest of the day and not fight anything. So here I am, made some money right here, right? Right here, I added in. I thought we were done off this stuff here. We're good to go. Boom, boom. And here it is, right before it drops, I get stopped out. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So that was my Thursday. So going into Friday, my only goal for Friday is to be green. Only goal. I had 3 trades, and we're almost to the 30-minute mark, so let me speed this up. I had 3 trades that day on Friday. Let me take the drawing off. Okay, we want my first trade we'll do is PXMD, boom. PXMD, probably end up over. Oh, good. Okay, Friday. If you see PMXD, now this is multiple days, been kind of going sideways. I've traded it before. It doesn't run up to 3 though. I'm feeling pretty good on that rejection. I get into it on the 7 o'clock pump here. I short it. And I cover out all the way into the open at 8. So I'm covering out and covered my last little bit here. So I hit this pop up here, got in at 3 a little before and all the way up to 3 and covered all the way down. So I'm up in the morning already, pretty nice. It's going really well. I never go back to this trade. I never trade this when the market opens. I mean, I could have had this big dump here. I didn't care because what was my goal today? My goal was to be green. So I had my 7 a.m. pop, got in, boom, 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 worked it all the way down, made my money, walked away on it. Pretty simple. 7 a.m., boom, 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 covered the last little bit over here at 8 a.m. before it took back off. I felt like it was consolidated around VWAP, so I thought my edge was pretty much gone. Yeah, it did go down, but I don't care. It could have gone the other way as well. Don't care. So that was that trade. The next one. Okay, this was the Alex trade that I didn't listen to myself on, and it was in chat as we were going. So ENZ, right? Do we have Friday up right here? ENZ did nothing and ramps up. It was on the watch list, potential waiting to what the price action was, and we were looking for a pop to 230. Here, I can draw that. Boom. Boom. We're looking at 230. Probably 240. I'm just going to 230 to 250. Yeah, I like the halves. And a stop over 260. So I probably would have stopped out over the high of the day. I probably would have picked right around in there. All right. So we have our lines drawn, and I have fantasy orders out. The problem was when it rejected all the way back in here, and then here this stuff candle again here. I knew that I was, when the market opened, depending on what happened, I was going to start getting in around 220 up to 230. And this would have been a nail and bail as well on this one. And I did it. I hit it right here. And then Alex said something. And instead of leaving my stop up in this area here, the 250, I probably would have been 245 where I was in. I had my stop. I changed it. I brought it back really tight to right here. I didn't get this little move down for my nail and bail, and I stopped out. So why I'm talking about this is I have to remember myself is, look, you still got to follow your plan, even if the main chat changes or you see a mod change what they think. You have to remember we have to trade for ourselves as well and remember ourselves. It would have been a decent little trade. I probably would have left some on and stopped out somewhere during the day and covered out for, a break even, but oh well, that's the way it is. So you see here, boom, I moved my stop back down. I was out over. It didn't hurt me. It was a very, very small loss. But I made money on the other two trades. So it wasn't a big deal. But it was more to myself. Remember this. Believe in yourself and trade in believe in what you're doing. This was another one that was on the watch list. People were saying it feels trappy. I traded it before. Let's see here. Oop. Yeah, it was a bank stock. Can't get the data to come up. Am I doing it wrong? Doesn't like this chart. I nailed this one at the open. It had a death candle right at the open. I'll show you the chart. It popped up. I hit it. I covered it on the way down. I hit it on the bounce again and covered on the way down. Left some on and covered out for a little break even for a pretty solid trade. I don't know why this won't work. Let me put a different ticker in first. ENZ. Yeah, okay. And then let's go CRPB. Well, there you go. Does not like this ticker. Well, that's weird. Sometimes that happens with TSO. Anyways, here we go. Look, boom. Pretty simple, in and out, and I was done trading. Yes, I left some on. I had a OCO order out here. My stop was there. It wasn't break even. I still made money, but it was break even probably with my average. And I was trying to get coverage down to 4.5. Just let this little piece drop. It didn't work, but it's not a big deal. It was a good day. Made money, and that's what the point was. The main thing for me, just remember, is stick to my plans. Believe in yourself. Keep using the watch list and keep improving. And I'm going to use this to help. And if anyone who does watch this or get to see it, I hope this helps some. Have a great weekend.